You are tuned in to the B-Sides on THAAfterparty.com.
Okay. Bring, 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 bring. Evie calling. Evie calling. Black America, I love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. But some of you children's done lost your mind. Now, I came here last week and said specifically that we needed to stick together, that we needed to unite and come one. Why would you go on YouTube, two of our brothers, black brothers, and call these women who are running or being chosen or thought to be chosen for the vice president of the United States of America? We got what, four black contenders? Camilla's a little iffy. We don't know what she is exactly. She's like, what is his name? Tiger Woods. I'm a chameleon. I'm a chameleonaire. Chameleon. What is that? Schmeleon or whatever for the whatever. But you got the three other sisters. The mayor chick. You got the rice chick, and there's another one, Bass, whoever the other one, I can't remember. But I actually, if you go on Twitter, I post information. Okay. You call them women mammy. How dare you? How dare you use a derogatory name for those women? Do you realize what those women had to go through to get to where they are? Oh, they married white men. You didn't say nothing about, who's it, Ice T, Ice, whatever he is, Ice, whatever, married that white chick and gave her, paid for her boobs and her ass. You didn't say nothing about that. So they married. Do you know why they have to marry them white boys? Because you can't take a sagging ass pants nigga up there schmoozing around with diplomats. Now you got Kanye running, that little Tweedledee boy. How you gonna run for something when you up there? You gonna go over there to Putin doing that? Do you realize, people, that whoever we pick out of these black women or Biden, you ain't getting the black woman vote. You can forget about it. You don't put a sister in there. Now you talking about that what is it, that not Minnesota mayor, whoever, the governor, that white chick, and then you got the Warren chick. No, 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 no. This is us. Oh, you don't get to vote. Later for you. We'll write in that damn Bernie who should have ran in the first damn place, but y'all beat his little Jewish ass out the picture. Anyway, don't disrespect them women. If you ain't got nothing to say, shut the hell up. Because I don't see you running for a damn thing. I don't see you bringing the people together to make us do something and become something. I don't see it. You're just a YouTube star. Period. Period. You feel me? You got no power. You got no damn power. You ain't running for nothing. We need people to help us, not shoot us down. Leave those women alone and let that man. You got some, what is it, the mayor of some white boy mayor or whoever he was, talking about, well, has Biden picked his Aunt Jemima? You see what you started? You see what you did? They wasn't calling her mammy. You know what mammy is? You don't even know who Al Jolson is? Mommy, how I love you, the Jew boy in the black face. How I love you, mammy. Al Jolson. Look that up. How dare you? How dare you? Well, that's enough for talking about your monkey ass. Anyway. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about, we've got these women. This is an article from the New York Times. It's called Market Price of Slaves. Now, you little girls, like 15, 16, 17, 18, who are having all these babies, 3 and 4 babies by 3 and 4 different men, and all the men done walked away, and then there you left with that baby. Oh, I get a check. Sweetheart, you just became another slave to Uncle Sam. You feel me? You feel me? You are his slave now. He owns you and that little check for your little babies. He's going to decide what school they go to. He's going to decide what you eat, what you wear, and where your kids are going to go to school and what they're going to learn. Don't do that. Now, for a female, a Negroid female, back in, this was 1863, this was the archive from the New York Times, a black woman of 23 with her child of 5 was worth $3,950. But according to the article, that was Confederate money, which Confederate money wasn't diddly. It really didn't mean nothing because it wasn't real. But anyway, that's a lot of money. 2 girls at the age of 18 were sold for $2,500 apiece. 2 mature boys for about the same price. A Negroid man of 45 sold for $1,850. This is how much we were worth. But of course you know we're worth more than that, don't you? We're worth more than that. So now we're skipping up to now. Why do I keep doing that? I don't want to do that. I've seen people do that. I think that's stupid. Like chicken finger. Hey. Hey. Anyway. We're going to the incarceration of women. They keep showing this video of, what's that child's name? Miss Kamala. Of her marching around and she's giving a speech. But you understand when you're in, let me explain to you. When you get in an environment and you're the only black person there, it's a whole different dynamic. A whole different dynamic when you're the only black person in a room. You have to, it's like, what is that being? A room full of cats in a rocking chair. You know what I'm saying? They can't get their tails smushed up. But it's like, I've been there where I'm the only black one in the room. And it's like, to me, and it's only me that does this, that I feel like I'm representing the black race. So I got to put on the thing, oh yes, really? No, really? You got to put on the air, so to speak. But these women really had to go through a lot. Can you imagine the discrimination they got? Them white men didn't want them women there. They didn't want them in those positions, not whatsoever. Not whatsoever. And I'm sure they got the under the breath, yeah, well, she don't know what she's talking about. Oh, yeah. Read the story of that first black woman who went up in that, what is it, the shuttle. Up to the space station. Read about her. You little girls, instead of Googling all that dumb stuff, hip-hop and stuff, go look at the black women who've accomplished things. Please. Please. And understand we are all that in a bag of chips. Those women, even though I don't know them, I admire them. Hey, they took a lot to be there. A lot. A lot of discrimination, the talking under the breath, of them not getting invited to meetings that they should have been at. And that brings me to another, I always just be jumping around the conversations. Let me tell you doctors something about black people and high blood pressure. Black people don't necessarily have high blood pressure because of what we eat. It's because every day we walk out that door, we're waiting for that one white person to call us a nigger. Every day, that's what we do. That one white person that's going to call you out your name, and they're there. They'll do it in a heartbeat. And then you have to figure out, how am I going to react to that when they call me out my name? And on the job, this is the best example that I can give. Dolores who's been working there for 5 years, let us say. She's been working 5 years at the job. She knows that job in and out, backwards and forwards, and it's her that's keeping your office running. Well, there's a promotion coming, and Dolores knows she has that promotion, doesn't she? Well, you go in to talk, Miss Dolores goes in to talk to the boss, only to find out that she didn't get the promotion. Connie got the promotion because she just graduated from college and she's been at the job for 1 month. She gets the promotion. Connie. And why did Connie get the promotion? Because they want Dolores to train Connie to do the job that Dolores has been doing for 5 years. Here comes Connie, 1 month, only because her skin is white. Only. She don't know shit from Shinola, and you expect Dolores, 5 years, to train Connie, 1 month, to do the job. Why the hell would Dolores tell Connie's ass any damn thing? Let Connie find out the way she found out. If I was Dolores, I'd quit, but she's probably got, what, 3 kids and she can't go. But I'd say, later, later. But that's what happens to us. That's what runs up the blood pressure. We are under pressure every single day. Especially now, it's getting crazy. But that's okay, because we got white women pulling guns on us. Like, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Thinking they watching that stupid, what is it, Wyatt Earp chick, the series with the gun. She's hunting vampires with a gun. It's like really? Seriously? Or Kill Bill? Seriously? Or the 3, angel chicks? Seriously? That's all movies. That's television. We are in the most, I don't know, this year has been phenomenal with stuff happening to poor people in Lebanon. Lord have mercy. And of course, if you ain't keeping up, black people, black America, I love you, but no longer can you be dense. We live in a global world. Global. So every little piddly thing that happens over here on the planet affects your little piddly butt. Even though you don't think so, oh yes it does. Oh yes it does. Because if you join the military, that's what they're getting ready to ship your behind over there to fight for somebody you don't even know about and somebody that don't even like you. That's the trip. We go into these countries fighting for people who don't even like us as Americans, but then don't like us as black people. So we're carrying an awful lot. A lot. Ooh, I need to get my nails done. Anyway, we're carrying an awful lot. But that's what's running up our blood pressure. It ain't the greens and the hominy and the grease. We've been eating that for how long now? Because then why do white people have high blood pressure? They ain't eating that. Not at all. Okie dokie. So here we go. These women, I can't believe you. I can't. See, my little rocket keeps... Now, you're going to have to stay hard because you got to stay up. I'm not going to tell you again. Anyway, as far as us women, I didn't want to just be talking about women, but since I'm a woman and I got the thing down there, you know, the slit right there, so that makes me a woman. Plus, I got these jugs. And they heavy too, man. Carrying around all these boobs. I've got a 42K. You know how big these motherfuckers? I can't get a bra out of the damn store. I gotta order. Ooh, I'm talking all crazy. I have to order a bra. I'm paying like $89 for one bra. When I can just go get me 2 hubcaps and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I get some spinners. You know, anyway. Anywho. Oh, I know what that one brother on there was talking about, which we all saw that thing on the protest. There was one scene where somebody was playing music, and you know how us black people, when you get music, we just be, hey, wait, what is that, Yule, whatever. I never did understand what that was, but I'm an old lady, and I'm like at another generation altogether. I'm a boomer. Anyway, there was this white cop standing there, and he wasn't really a cop because he looked like a slob. I mean, his shirt looked too small for him. His belly was hanging out. And here come these. The first sister started first. Somebody's running their camera, and she starts twerking on the man's leg. And what it actually looked like, you know how them dogs be humping on your leg? That's exactly what she looked like, except it was her butt. So she's twerking, rubbing her butt crack all up and down on this man's thigh. So this other one, and these are two young girls, maybe 20, maybe younger, but not too young. In other words, they knew better. They knew better. But the camera was on them and bling. So some people, when they get a little attention, they just go overboard. But anyway, so here comes another one, and she starts get her butt crack up and down the man's leg, and the cop is just staring. I don't think that was a cop. Honest to God, I really don't. He's standing there like the overseer overlooking, and these two chicks rubbing their butt cracks on him. Now, I bet you 10 to 1 them two chicks is strippers, and I bet you 10 to 1 that they know that man. Because ain't no white man gonna stand there and let two sisters rub their cracks up on his thigh. Ain't no way it's happening. No. That was rigged. They might have paid them sisters like they paid that fat sister to go over there and pour paint on the Black Lives Matter thing and then roll around on the dirt like, you know how they roll around in them contests with the t-shirts and they rolling around? That's what she's rolling her fat ass around. Okay, I'm fat, so I can say that. I rolled her fat ass around, and then the cop falls down, and it was like a slapstick thing. But they're paying our black people to sell us out. Bad. That's bad. Very bad. Very, very bad. Now, I just saw an article this morning that what's the boy's name? Nick Cannon, that the Jews beat down. That fool. And he had to go back like a little flunky dog. And what did they give a big explanation? Oh, well, he's got employees he has to work with. No, them Jews own his ass, period. And that boy, in 2016, he was telling them little hip-hop people not to vote at all. I'm not voting. So I don't think nothing of him. I had to go on Twitter and say, man, what the hell's wrong with you? Don't tell them people not to vote. What's wrong with you? And he did the same thing this year till they slapped him upside his head. Now, he's supposed to be voting this morning for Kanye. Nick Cannon, you turban head wearing motherfucker, kiss my ass, okay? That's all I'm going to say. I didn't mean to use the MF word, but that kind of slipped out. You Hollywood people, leave these Hollywood people alone. They mean us no good. They are being paid by the Jews. They're not going to wreck their money train. They're not going to do that. That's how they're getting paid. That's who's paying them. That's who runs Hollywood. Murdoch runs all the newspapers worldwide, that Murdoch guy. You guys should know who that is. He's running all the newspapers globally, and that is against the law. He even owns Fox. He owns all the rest of that. One man, one Jewish man is owning all of that. Okay? Okay? So Hollywood, no. The entertainment, no. We ain't listening to them. At the height of a pandemic, in the height of the Black Lives Movement, where we should have had someone step out and say, look, people, we have got to get our shit together as a race. Is that what happened? What was the big story? Jada Pinkett is fucking her son's best friend in Will Smith's house. Oh, really? That's what you had all these black people all excited? Do I really give a shit about Jada Pinkett? No. Is she paying my bills? No. This is the chick that made a movie. What was that called? The Sisters Night Out, the Girls Night Out? And all of the trailers all of the trailers gave you the idea and impression that these women were going in search of the dick. The dick. That was their whole quest. The dick. I think some of them was married. I didn't see the movie. I went off. It's how dare you? You so-called black women of the upper echelon. How dare you make a movie like that? With all of the crap that we finally got the black people in the White House, and you'd make a trash movie like that? Of Jada flying across the fucking street peeing on people? A golden shower? Her big scene? I remember her in a movie with who all the highfalutin women. Was it Meryl Streep and Demi and all of them? Whatever the hell that movie was. She was a lesbian. The only sister in the whole movie, and she's a lesbian.
Oh, okay.
But she wasn't fucking none of them.
Oh.
Like now they want to do that. What is that? What is that daggone thing? The guy with the fork finger. What the hell? The weirdos. Nah, that's not their name. The imitators. Nope. The misfits. Nope. The people, you know, where Holly Berry played Thunder and let a frog kick her ass. She's thunder and lightning. And in the movie, a frog kicked her butt. It's like, are you kidding me? You got beat up by a frog? Come on now, girlfriend. You thunder and lightning. You got the control of the elements. And you let a frog kick your butt. The mutants. That's it. Wolverine. That's it. I got it. So the part of Miss Halle Berry, Thunderstorm, I don't know what the hell her name was. Thunder and the lightning. Anyway, whatever her name was, you know, she had the hair. She looked really cute. Your eyeballs would go white and like she was on some kind of drug. LSD. But anyway, they want to replace her and make that particular character a black tranny. Dun, dun, dun! Why? How's a mutant gonna be a tranny? That seems peculiar. So it's like, I had to go on Twitter and say, so why are you gonna pick the black character to be the tranny? Why didn't you pick that blue chick that's butt naked all the damn time and make her ass the damn tranny? She's constantly turning into shit. Stop trying to equate us and equal us to these transvestite men who have a fetish of dressing up in their mommy's clothes. Okay? Okay? Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Because now I know there ain't no white folks watching or may not be or whatever, whoever, probably whoever. I got a bone to pick with you. You know how you got this this bathroom thing. And because these men who like to dress up like their mommies come in there to use the bathroom with us, you passed a law that can happen. No. No. You ain't coming in there while I'm in there with my dress up, doing my thing. No. And then you went one step further. This is the pièce de résistance. Because your panty-waist, pussy-ass son couldn't beat the boys in wrestling, you decided to put your son and pass a law that your pansy-ass son could wrestle the women, which of course he can beat the women because he's a man. Okay? This kid stands up and he's flexing his muscle after he done beat the slop out this chick. He'll whipped her butt and she's laying on the ground. Here he is standing up there in his little outfit and got a bulge about this big. It's like, what? And that's a woman. Oh no. No. You ain't putting the men in the sports with the women. No. No, I know that Billie Jean King, who y'all don't even know who that is, you younger ones. She was the back in the day, the super white chick, the great white hope to in tennis, and she had to beat this. She beat this white guy. I can't remember his name, Billie Jean King, and whatever his name was, and she whipped his butt. Oh Lord have mercy, she whipped his butt. But it was like maybe he just wasn't that good in the first place. But she whipped his butt. It wasn't like he was Arthur Ashe. But anyway, so it's like stop that. Stop passing laws for whatever you want to do. Stop that. Stop passing laws for any of your out of the pocket bizarro stuff. You got that one actress from South Africa who adopted that little black boy from South Africa, brought him to Hollywood when he was about 3 or 4, and started dressing him. Look at that, my weenie fell over. Started dressing him as a girl. She's dressing a black boy as a girl. And he's older now. He's about 9, 10. He's got braids. That boy didn't want to be no girl. That woman did that because she could. She's a movie star. Anyone else would have had that child taken away. Why didn't Child Protective Services take that boy away from her? He don't want to be no girl. How do you think? Some of you parents really need to think about how it was when you were a kid, what you're facing in that classroom. We're always yapping about the bullying. We had that back in our day. You got your butt kicked and you moved on. I had it a whole lot. I really don't understand why. Maybe because I had a big mouth, but that could have been it. But anyway, I found that if I could make them laugh, that they would leave me alone. So I learned how to make the kids laugh. And of course, you become the class clown, and then of course you're in trouble constantly for making the children laugh. Okay? So it's like, no. You can't make these laws to just pass any damn thing. Come on now. Stop that. Stop messing up and confusing the children. Now you have this identity. White people, you're nuts. You've got this new thing where you're having a non-gender child. This is the parents. This ain't the child. The parents are experimenting on the child, and they're going to raise the child to be genderless, not a boy or a girl. How the hell are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? How? I'd really like to know. How are you going to raise a genderless child? When they said, I want the boys to line up here, where's your kid going? And I want the girls to line up there. Where's your kid going? I don't think there is a genderless line. There's no such thing. Stop making stuff up. Lord have mercy. I just can't believe you. I can't believe you. It's like, black folks, don't get into that. Please, please. We got enough trouble being black. We don't have to add no more shit on top of us being black. No. But I love you, Black America. I'm going to still love you because only you understand me. And only I understand you. This makes us understand each other. Even though I got that vitiligo thing going on, I got that little turning white. If any of these spots show up on you, I'm telling you, go have your thyroid checked ASAP. That's what caused this mess on me. This don't run in my family. I didn't even know I had a thyroid problem. But the thing is, I don't know why I had to get the double whammy with this mess. Because it's supposed to be either it's on one side of your body or it's on the other side of your body, depending on which one you have. It was hyper or whatever it is. One burns up a lot, one doesn't burn up any. Well, I got the one that ain't burning up any. So anyway, no, this shit, I'm a calico. It's all over. It's all over. So if I ever make love, I have to make love in the dark. I don't want nobody to see all them different colors. Because my thighs even... anyway, we won't even go. It's multiple colors. I'm Calico. Just call me Calico. Calico Cat. Anyway, the next thing. Oh, so I'm jumping conversations here. This one is about our young girls. It's called, it's from August of 2017, and it's by Roberta Nin, and it's called The Adultification of Black Girls. That we have our young black girls growing up way too fast. Especially with this twerking thing. I'll see these little girls like 3 and 4 with their butts up in the air. Don't do that, mommy. Don't. Ain't it cute? And then when some freak man molests your child because they advertise their behind up in the air, we got a lot of freaks out here, a lot, who are waiting just to molest your children. So young ladies, don't let just any man in your house around your children because you want to go out and work and you're leaving a strange man that you don't know in there with your babies. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's asking for it. That's saying, molest my children. I don't care. I'm going out. No, 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 no. That's how a lot of us black people's young girls are getting jacked to the maximum. Do you know, have any idea that when a child is molested, you don't ever forget that? Ever. Ever. That goes all the way with you. Don't bring a man in your house that you met at a club overnight to pork you. Oh, you can just stay here and watch my babies. Oh, I'm just going to play games. And then you leave, and here comes, hey, little girl, come over here and sit in my lap. Come on, sit in my lap. I'm not going to hurt you. Now, you don't and then the daughter's not going to be able to say nothing because the man's going to tell her he'll kill you. But in the meantime, don't do that. Our daughters, we have to protect our daughters, black women. We must protect our daughters. Don't tell your daughter to go have a baby because you need more money to come in the house and you need that check. Don't do that. Don't do that because that's what you did and that's what your mama did and that's what your grandmama did. No. No, break that cycle. Break that. Break that cycle. See this? I brought this. I like this. It's a little cash register thing. See that? You can get this at the dollar store. Now, I was trying to make a game out of this. That there's $100 in here, and the pennies, but don't deal with the pennies. Deal with the dollars. Teach your children at a young age how to handle money. How to handle money. So they don't have to go out twerking and swinging on a pole to make a living. They don't have to make a living on their coochie, for heaven's sakes. We did that. We did that. That is over. And men, stop porking these women and then walking off, and whatever you leave behind is hers to deal with, whether it be a child or a disease. Stop. 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 What I wanted to do was make up a little thing where they have to pay rent, and you make it a certain amount. They have to buy food. They have to pay bills. And then you give them a little bit extra that they can do with. But they have to, and if, they don't have to pay the rent. But then you have to, you can't, you're pretending, not really, it's pretend. That, if they don't pay the rent, they don't have any place to live. They have to understand that. They have to learn how to save their money. We have to learn how to invest. And this is on the investing. I'm not going to pick out any city in particular because any city, instead of any city, we can't get the investors to invest in the hood. Because you gangbangers or whatever you want to call yourself, thieves, whatever, mismanaged children, you're robbing their places. No one is going to bring a business into your neighborhood so you can rob it. What we have to do is get control of these gangbangers. Why are they out there, Black America? There's a little boy who just got killed. He's 9 years old. He's dead. Because some nincompoop shot him. And it's always the kids who are going to be something that get killed. Who the smart ones who are trying to make a goal. This one young lady opens up a beauty shop in her hood. And she's like 20 maybe, 19, 20. And she did that. She had her little company and all the stuff. And the people, they had to know her. The old jealous ass ones. They robbed the store. She knew who did it. She reported them. They killed her. They killed her. If we want to bring a business, sweethearts, youngins with the guns, you want to walk to your job in your hood, not the McDonald's, because you ain't making no money there. You need a business. And the only way a business is going to come into the area if they're not going to get robbed. Just think of it if it was you. If you open up your little whatever shop, you don't want somebody to come in there stealing your stuff. So if we want to build businesses in the inner city, we must get control of the out of control children. That no one is supervising them. No one. Because mommy wants to be out with her nails and her hair and no, mommy, you decided to have that child becomes your future. That child is why you exist now. Period. Your life is over. That child that you just had becomes your all. It is your responsibility to raise that child to do better than you did. Not the same. Not to have a baby and get a check from Uncle Sam. You're supposed to make that child go up and be better. Go up a rung, go up a rung, go up a rung. That's what we're supposed to do. Not go down a rung, or down, or down, or down, or down. You know what started that damn black women in the strip joints? I'm in love with a stripper. I hate that song. And I hate the bastard that made that damn song. All the young, you know how stupid we can be sometimes. Oh, I'm a stripper. So they all out there, and they ask them how many times they've been raped. Ask them how many times they've had communicable diseases. Ask them that. How many times do they have to... Remember last week I mentioned something about I asked brothers, two of them, one older and one mid-older. And I asked them, what was the fascination with black men and white women? I asked, because I had to know. And the answer they gave me, there is no way in hell. There's no way. There's no way. It cannot be that dumb and that simple. You know what they said? Because if you tell a white woman to suck your dick, she will. Are you kidding? Yeah. Get out of here. That can't be it. But now I'm beginning, well, I guess that is it. I guess so. Because if you bringing that wiener to me, I want to see it. I want to go check it out. Is it working? When's the last time? What's how much water? The last time it saw water? When you went to the bathroom? Anyway. Boy, that was way off the mark. Anyway. Teach your children money. This is from the dollar store. Don't steal it now, please, please. It costs $1. Don't let your children go in there and steal. My son tried to do. I beat that boy silly. Well, I didn't beat him, but I smacked him a good piece. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. I got caught stealing in the 3rd grade? But everyone was doing it. Oh, we do it all the time. It was a store on the corner of the street I lived on what was that? Superior and Lee. He caught me a bag of potato chips. And you always got that one neighbor who's going to bring out the stuff on you. Oh, what a pretty dress. She says to my brother, I hear she was stealing. Alrighty then. So don't do that. No stealing. Stop. Please, please, please. Black America, please. Please, please, please. I love you, but we've got to do some changing. We've got to change our mentality. I want to talk to your brain. I don't want to talk to your heart or your loins, your tender loins. I don't want to talk to that. I want to talk to that stuff that's sitting in between your head. Because we got to change. We got a massive amount of changing to do. Because one state shot down that immunity, qualified immunity. Colorado did, that the cops can't just kill us and get away. That's what they're using to get away. We've got Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren fighting a bill to overthrow that, to overturn it, to get rid of it, to revoke it, whatever they need to do. Now that's what we should be addressing. Bernie and Miss Warren fighting for qualified immunity instead of calling these 4 black women Mammy. That's what you should be paying attention to. And then we've got our, what was I just saw, the dude with the guns, the Grandmaster, or the real master, whatever, Jay. The dude with the guns who ran for president back in 2016. He's a rapper. And he ran for president. Well, now he's the one that's heading our army. And boy, oh boy, these 2 particular black guys, they are, ooh, black men, don't do that. This man is doing us a favor. Don't you get it? Instead of you there, smammy, he's this and he's that. Angela Davis ran for vice president. Duh. This is all the historical stuff that you guys don't know. Get on that Google and find out about your black people. About how, 20 million acres of land was taken from the black people. How come you don't know that? The black farmers, they're taking their land. And here you are talking about Jada and Will Smith? Get the hell out of here. Who gives a rat's ass about them? Will you get into the real stuff? And let me ask you young rappers something. I must ask this question. Why the hell are y'all killing each other? What the hell? You felt that he had his run and he's run out of time, so I'm going to shoot him and kill him? What? Because I want to take his place? What? Your talent is supposed to take you there. You don't kill the people. What is with you in these killing? How come black people, our lives don't mean anything between us? We'll kill each other, no sweat. What? And you black women, what is this? One black girl beats the slap out of a pregnant woman? What? What is making you so violent that you young girls are fighting in the schools to kill? Not just to back the person up. You're trying to kill them, stomping their heads. No. They are incarcerating you young girls. Stop. You're going to jail. At 11 and 12. No. To the creator of all things, no. Now that's to bring us upon our next thing. Slavery and the making of America. I want to talk about Christianity. All of y'all going to these churches. How come we go into these churches and then it's $11 billion a year business, black people? You are tithing and offering $11 billion a year to Christianity. Why the enslaved adopted the religion of the master. That Old Testament, which the first 5 books are technically the Torah, which is just laws, and the rest of it, that's a Jewish book. That's about the Jewish history. Why is the world following the Jewish history? That's the Jews' thing. That's the Jews' God. That wasn't our God. And don't mistake voodoo for being all of Africa's religion. No, it wasn't. It was in a specific spot only. And then it wasn't like it was when they got here. But it wasn't evil like they're making it out to be with the zombies. It was nothing like that. It was forbidden to practice voodoo in the US of A. When we first got here, it was forbidden. Forbidden. Why would you forbid that? Why would you forbid a religion? When we got here, we all didn't even speak the same language. But anyway, so you bring this Christianity into the mix. I got a bone to pick. We've been praying to their God, the Jewish God, for over 400 years. And this, honey, it ain't getting no better for us. $11 billion a year, and it ain't getting better. We're getting killed every day by the cops, by any white person who feels they want to kill a black person. They're hanging us in trees like ornaments. Come on. And he would, holy wale wale la mokolo. Hello. And then you go out in the parking lot and shoot somebody. Really? Really? I would say it's not working. And did you know that the part about Moses wasn't even in the Bible? They had a slavery Bible. It's on exhibit in a museum. It didn't have Moses in it because the white people didn't want you to get any ideas of being free. That Christianity was geared to keep us docile. They killed Christ and then told you to wait for him to come back. That man ain't coming back here. Come on. How long you gonna wait? How long we been waiting? How long has he been dead? 2,000 years? Does that kind of give you a clue? 2,000 years? He ain't coming back here. Look at that. Don't be throwing stuff at me. Whoever's sitting in that chair, don't be doing that. Anyway. Anyway, I got something in here. Is that Mr. Gorilla in here throwing stuff? Don't be throwing stuff at me. That's beside the point. Anyway, and there are other passages. What is it? The Christian Bible. Oh, we're supposed to be. What is that? That Botham guy. What is that heifer name? That killed that guy over in down here, down the street. As a matter of fact. She killed that boy, that police officer that went into that house and killed that boy in his house. And her brother hugged the bitch at the end. Oh. I'm going to tell you, young man, don't ever come back here. Don't ever come. I forgive her. I don't want to see her get whatever. Well, you want to know what? She's appealing that case. And you know why she's going to win? Because they killed the only one that was the witness to what actually happened. They murdered him. And they're going to say it was a drug deal gone bad. Get the hell out of there. We knew that story was a bald-faced lie when you told it. You cops killed that man. But that boy hugged that woman. She killed his brother. And he hugged her. I forgive you. That is the mentality we've been programmed. I forgive you. You killed my sister, but I forgive you. Really? I wouldn't. I ain't. And you better look out because I'm coming for you. There's no way that Zimmerman asshole should be walking around. There's no way. Trayvon Martin's killer sold the gun for over, $200,000 that he shot Trayvon with. And Trayvon was a little kid. That was a kid. He was a kid. And this Zimmerman's walking around breaking all kinds of law, and y'all are not touching him. And the thing I don't get is we got all these big bad gangsters that can shoot a 9-year-old, but you couldn't take your punk ass over there and eliminate that man. He's still walking around after all of these years, and he's grinning and he's happy. That bitch should have disappeared a long time ago. But no. We got to go by the religion. Massa's religion. An $11 billion business. Let me ask you something about this flood. Now, it seems that every particular religion on this planet has a version of this flood. Now, if I'm going to go by the book says that Noah built this ark and then put all these 2x2s in this ark, and that God was mad, and God said that he was sorry that he made man because his mind is on evil continuously. So this is why God sent this flood. Their God, the Jewish God, sent this flood. Now remember that they just in this little Middle East. All of this took place over there. Now you had the Americas, whoever the heck was on the Americas. You had Tahiti, Hawaii, Guam, what is it? China, Asia, Africa, all these other countries. Now, you're going to tell me a God wiped out everybody because somebody was picking with Noah? So he wiped the whole planet because somebody was messing with Noah. Are you kidding me? What kind of God is that? What kind of God says, I'm a jealous God? Well, that means that God has emotions because God has no emotions. He's God. Sometimes you got to wonder. Love your enemy. Why, even the heathens can do better than that. Love your enemy. I didn't see Jesus loving on Satan not one bit. Not one. Not one. Was Jesus talking about, come on, Satan, come on here, brother, be my man. I got high five. Oh, you got hooves. You know, hey, but they cool, they straight. Come on now. Come on. How you gonna love somebody that's killing your children? Get the F out of here. Get out of town. And you still waiting for him to cut 2,000 years. I had to ask him, man, where you been all this time when my kids is getting killed by cops? My what is it, that Black Wall Street got burnt down to the ground where the black people was, ooh, and they came in there and burnt it down and took the land. Nobody paid for that land. That land had a title. Ain't nobody paid for it. Same thing in New York City. That was Seneca. It was, 3 churches and a school. They started, these free black people started. And they had land, the man had bought the land, and they had this, and all the free people was coming up, and they was building Central Park. Then white folks said, well, we need a park. They went out and burnt all them black folks out and took their shit. They did not pay for a thing. They took their land. To this day, they have not compensated them people. This is the stuff you should be looking up on the internet. Find out how 2 million acres of black farmland got taken away. Only because, in one instance, the man lost, it had been in his family for eons, since the slave times, but there was never paperwork. It was worked, the land was worked from this person, handed down to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, no paperwork. So, the white man came in and bought the land and threw them off. Ta-da! This is what you should be protesting. Your reparation, we don't want no money because you niggas going to go out and buy some dumb shit. Spend your money on dumb shit, some Jordans. Another asshole, we ain't listening to him. You're going to go spend your money on some car that you can't afford, and then they're going to come and repo it. because you can't afford it. How much you think you're going to get for this reparation? $5. I should be lucky if your funky ass gets $5. Because after it passes through 10 million hands, by the time it gets to you, it ain't going to be nothing. Get that land. 40 acres and a mule. Get that land. The land. Get the land. And we don't want Texas, because if they get all us niggas in one spot, they'll nuke us. Now we gotta be out amongst them. They ain't gonna nuke themselves. Well, that's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily, because white folks, y'all are these people that, well, if I can't have it, no one can. You'd push that button and nuke us all, because that's the way y'all are. That's the way. Well, if I can't have it, then you can't have it. It's like, really? Really? You really? But you're that way about the whole planet. They've started these coups all over the world. All over. It's like, are you kidding? How come somebody doesn't come and do a regime change for us? Because we kind of need one. Because that dude up there now, that dude's crazy. He's beyond crazy. I've never seen someone so breaking the law continuously, and he is not ever punished. So then are we supposed to go tell our kids, no, don't do that, it's against the law? Well, the president did it. Well, you're not the president. That's the only thing we could say. You're not the president. But it's like the church has us so bamboozled that they can get away with anything with us and just say, well, God said. Who is that? I used to give money to these places, the 700 Club, and that fat heifer's up there talking about that dude, whatever the dude, the old fart's name with all his jowls hanging down on his chest and his neck, talking about, yes, Donald Trump is the savior. Well, God help us all. Creator, help us all. Help us all. But then what makes him so different from the books? David. King David. King David. That guy was a trip and a half. And he was their king. It's like, really? Really? He went over there and fought, according to the book, he fought Goliath. He threw a stone and hit the man in the head and killed him, cut off his head, had his sword, all of that. Now, later on, if you read later on, David was a mercenary because he was working for the Philistines, Goliath's people. He worked for them in the military. He went on expeditions killing people. And the Old Testament is nothing but killing. The Jews go across the whole little place killing people. That's what they did with so many. What is it? Saul has killed his thousands, but David has killed his 10,000s. So that makes David a mass murderer, doesn't it? In my book, that's what they're saying about him. His 10,000s. Then he sees he's up on the porch, probably smoking some herb, sees that chick over there butt naked taking a bath. He said, ooh, I like that. So he goes over there, gets the chick, porks the babe, and then kills her husband. Really? He kills her husband because the chick got pregnant. So he kills the husband. It's like, oh, and this is David. Oh, Jesus, thou son of David. David was a murderer. Come on now. He killed his 10,000. He was a mercenary like ISIS and Al-Qaeda. That's what he did. But this is the book, The Chosen. The Chosen. And now the black people trying to say, well, we're the real Jews. No, we ain't. You let them have that. That's their book. That's their book. We ain't Jews. We Africans. Whatever was happening on that continent, we Africans. So you just let them keep that. That book, we did not have that book. Now here's Ethiopia. Somebody sent, when I made that comment about Christianity wasn't around in Africa till the white folks showed up. then Africa went downhill. So how much of that book are you really into? The Africa continent was making gold. They were doing all kinds of stuff, building pyramids. The white man showed up and took all of that shit. He not only took the gold and the ore and the minerals and all of that, he took the dead bodies of their kings back to England, put them in a freaking museum, and got you looking at them. Ooh, look at that! Him be dead man. Look at him rise a bumbleclad. Look at him. Look at him take off a little bit of paper. Oh Lord have mercy. I like what him wearing though. I like that. That fancy. That fancy there. I make that too. Put that little rag around me head. Anyway. So they not only have our gold, they got the bodies. They got the bodies. Now come on. Come on now. We were doing fine, but that's it. The guy from Ethiopia, wrap it up. Guy from Ethiopia. 1,000 years. Ethiopia, you ain't doing all that fine. You got the Ark of the Covenant. But anyway, bring Evie calling. Evie calling. Make sure that you come and visit me on Facebook. I am Instagram, Evie period Mazzoni. And I'm not Italian, I married one. I did that all by myself and I paid dearly for that. Dearly. That's another. I paid dearly for that. 2 brain aneurysms. Not 1, 2. This one blew up. 3 blood transfusions later, I'm still alive. So I've had my skull cracked open twice. Twice. So I got papers saying my monkey ass is crazy, so I can always pull that card out. The bitch is crazy. Anyway, but do get this for your children and play a game of let's see you handle the money. Because you need to know how to pay your bills because we're in big trouble. These evictions are coming. I've had an eviction. It's coming. It's coming. But I love you, Black America. I love you dearly. We must come together at all cost. We must come together. So until next week, I'll see you then.
You are tuned in to the B-side on THAAfterparty.com.